If you have ever wanted to create your own life-changing rituals that include visualization techniques, how to schedule time for yourself, how to be in expanded states so you can navigate every single day with more joy, more creation of what you desire, then this is for you. Let's go. Regardless if you want highly expansive rituals and experiences in your life, or to be deeply rooted and grounded in wisdom, the most important thing that you need to navigate your own energy every single day and create from a place of alignment are daily rituals. I'm going to teach you today how to create your own rituals, your own life-changing, powerful rituals that will help you continue to develop and grow into whatever it is that you desire to experience. Because we know that when times are tough or busy, or even we're just slammed with change in our life, that if we don't have rituals to rely upon, and I mean rituals that have been crafted for you, by you, or for me, for you, by me, for you, that you can look to guide you, then it's really hard to stay in that aligned state. It's really easy when our schedules are flowy or we have time off to have these long, expansive rituals that we know are going to bring us into alignment. That's pretty easy. It's more difficult when our schedules are full, or we're facing challenges with families, or we're trying to create and set the stage for financial growth, or looking for a new relationship, or want to work on abundance spells or protection. If we don't have the foundational practices of our own rituals every single day, pretty much every single day, then it's really difficult to achieve what it is that you're setting out to achieve. My name is Tahverlee. I'm a high priestess, a practicing witch, the founder of the Moon Temple Mystery School, and I am here doing this work because I know that it's possible for you to create and build your life on your terms. It's my mission to help you be activated and powerful and feel protected and feel guided and know how to utilize your spiritual gifts to their full capacity so you can do whatever the fuck you want. So let's talk about this from the idea of how to create your own ritual. Now, you all must know, by now, that the most important thing that you need to set time aside for every single day is meditation. And if you don't know how to meditate and you don't like to meditate, find a way that works for you. This is a practice of being able to still your mind, still your environment, cut out the noise to be able to go inward. And it takes practice. It takes lots of practice. And there are also different variations of guided meditations versus solo meditations versus should I have music on? Should I just be in the quiet? And I don't have a quiet place to go to do this other than my car in the side of the road on the way to the office or in my closet before my kids get up in the morning. There's always a way. And we know, science tells us that our thoughts continually create our reality. So what we are thinking about all day long, if we don't clear that space and give us the expansiveness to use our imagination and our beliefs to actually create from, then we're just creating more of the same. You can be a part of a very small, percentage of the population that is committed to creating spaciousness in your mind and in your body. Now, I know if you're not regularly meditating or have daily rituals, when you first start this practice, it's like you're going to start going through your grocery list first or your to-do list or an issue that you're chewing on that you don't have a solution to. And that's all totally fine. In fact, if that's you and you feel like that happens every time you try to meditate or be in stillness, then I recommend you set aside time for that. Your ritual, your daily ritual, can include a thinking chair. I call it the thinking chair. A space you create in your home to go and sit and work through what's happening if you don't have any solutions yet, or even just to allow the outside noise to go away so your wisdom center can come in and percolate through your entire chakra system and come up into your third eye and into your crown and start having the wheels of your brain turn louder to give you new ideas, new perspectives. If you have not yet ever set aside time in your thinking chair, then create a process around it. What do I want to think about today? Put it in a container. What am I going to think about in this 7 minutes I have between meetings? What am I going to think about? And why am I thinking about it? Do I need a solution? Am I creating a spell? Am I looking to grow? Am I stuck? Come up with one topic, set a timer on your phone, turn the alerts off, and sit and for that period of time think. Now, that does not replace meditation. So creating your own rituals that will change your life is being aware of yourself so deeply enough to know what you need spaciousness for. The bare minimum should include meditation, time between activities. So this is number 2, time between activities. Whether you're going from your morning routine and getting your day started into work, or the end of your work day and transitioning back into your home day, or the end of your evening and transitioning into bedtime, think of these as transitional times. How can you consciously transition from one part of your day to the next? It can be as simple as breath work. If you're tired in the afternoon when you come back from a lunch break or you take a lunch break and you're tired, then maybe your breath work is pranayama breathing that will increase your energy to help you flow through. Maybe it's a transitional time of difficult, more intelligence using parts of your brain in meetings, and you're transitioning to just work time on your computer. Take the transitional times and set aside specific rituals through breath work, which literally can take a minute. You can spend a minute. You can spend as long as you want, but you can spend a minute in transitional times intentionally breathing to release the transition you're coming from and expand into where you're going. So these 2 things, plus the caveat of the thinking chair, these 2 things, daily meditation and handling transitions, will change your life. And these are rituals, meaning it might take time for you to make it a habit. So when you bring in a new ritual into your life, I invite you to put alerts in your calendar, do whatever you need to do to remind yourself, because what you're used to doing now is what you're going to lean on when you're busy or when you're stressed or when you're, carrying a big load. You're going to forget. So until these become habit-forming rituals, write them down, put them in any place you can. Now, I am getting ready to launch what's called the Love Shack. It's 29 days of the most powerful magic you will ever experience. It's 4 journeys across the veil. It's creating a sacred space for you to go to reflect, to create, to manifest from. And the reason why I'm telling you that now is because if you don't have rituals in place, after 29 days of the Love Shack, you will. You will have rituals in place that create more of anything you desire in your life. And I'm going to tell you a couple of things that I want you to add into your daily ritual planning. So don't go yet. But just know that this course that's coming up during a leap year, it's a leap course. It's quantum leaping into new planes of expansion for you. So you should check the link in the comments for that. I want to come back to what else you can explore that would be beneficial for you in creating your own life-changing rituals. Meditation, breath work during transition time, and another really key ingredient to add into this, I ideally would like this to be daily. It can be after your meditation when you have clarity, but you might even bring this in weekly. This might be a Sunday night preparing for Monday ritual. This might be a Wednesday midweek before the week, whatever works for you. It could be a Saturday morning having your coffee. Is practice visualization. This is a skill that is something you can learn that will impact every single area of your life. Visualization, and there's lots of techniques out there. There's lots of different ways. We know that the highest performing public speakers and athletes and professionals, like the most successful humans on this planet, have mastered the techniques of visualization, because they know that if they can see it in their mind's eye happening, that it is 100 times more likely, maybe 1,000 times more likely to come to fruition. So visualization is a skill you can learn. So before you start visualizing your spells or the life you're building, start working on being able to visualize. That might mean just sitting quietly in wherever you're setting up this ritual in your life and reimagining your entire room that you're sitting in. The colors, the art, the plants, the lights, the doors, the carpet, all the tangible things in your space. Close your eyes and see how closely you can recreate that entire space in your mind's eye. Spend maybe 5 minutes with your eyes closed and try. Then open your eyes and look around and see, what did you miss? And then practice it again. You can practice this in any way. You can be outside and do this. You can be outside and visualize the entire environment. You can visualize from a memory or one of your greatest memories. I recommend you do this in a neutral place, meaning like either your space that you're sitting in, assuming the space you're sitting in is a neutral, energetic space, or a memory that is joy-filled, because you want to attach your visualization practice to something that feels good. So practice visualizing. Practice allowing your mind's eye to rebuild from just memory. Because here's what happens. When you start practicing your visualization techniques, when you start creating and working your spiritual path or your witch path, then you have this ability to shift energy faster in what you desire just from the visualization itself. And I'll talk about that in other videos, but being able to have clarity and see it is something you can learn. In fact, I'll give you a bonus tip. A really powerful way to practice visualizing is with your eyes closed. Picture a colored ball, like bouncing across your visual field in and out. So letting it move, letting it be colored. Now, I know there's a small percentage of humans, science tells us, that has a much more difficult time visualizing. And so you might need more practice, or you might not be able to see colors as clearly, but it is a very small percentage. And if you think it's you, until you have tried this for months on end, I wouldn't put yourself in that category, because it is something that can be developed. So picture colored balls. I mean, if you know the colors of the rainbow, then have them come from Roy G. Biv, from red all the way down to violet. Have these balls of color move through your mind's eye, and then have them reverse. Have them bounce up out of your field and back down. Have a rainbow sprout from your heart in your mind's eye, and picture colors in all directions. There are so many ways to practice your visualization, and this is a really powerful, powerful tip for you to bring into your regular rituals. And then when the time comes that you're creating a spell or manifesting something, you have this skill perfected. All of these tips today are the foundational practices for you to truly create life-changing rituals. Focus on how are you going to build in your schedule meditation? How are you going to build in breath work during transitional times? How can you improve your visualization skills? And if there's anything else that you're learning at that particular time in your path, then add a little bit of learning time in. And if you tell me that you can't fit this into your schedule, that you're too busy for 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day, then I'm going to tell you that you have a time management problem. It is possible for you to find that time in your day. I no longer accept the idea that you don't have time, because we do. It's a matter of prioritizing yourself. Use the link in the comments, subscribe to this channel, come join me in the Love Shack. We're going to do big work there, and I promise you will have new rituals, new ways of being following that course.